Good morning, children. Welcome to the math class. Today we will do the remaining sums from question number 1, exercise 3.4. True and false we have done A, B, C, D yesterday's class. So today's class we will do E, F, G, H. Again that logical reasoning you have to give. All the kites are rhombuses. All the kites you have to think about which one is known as kite, as I have given when I was explaining in the introductional part of the quadrilaterals. Then understanding quadrilaterals, there I have explained which one is kite and rhombus yesterday's class also I have explained. So kites are this kind of polygon, four-sided polygon, where it is a kite is a four-sided polygon where two adjacent sides are equal. That means this side and this sides are equal and these two sides are equal. So all kites are rhombuses is not possible, and you know that in rhombus all the sides are equal. You know that rhombus means all the sides are equal. So all the kites are rhombuses is not possible. So what you can write now? It is true or false? It is false. Now next one. All the rhombuses are kite. Yes, it is possible because the opposites. You are now telling it is opposite. Rhombuses means all sides are equal and kites means only adjacent sides are equal. Now think the polygon which has all the sides are equal, that means adjacent angles must be equal. Say I am drawing here one rhombus, rough diagram. Say it is a rhombus where all the sides are equal and it is a kite. What can you say? That all the rhombus, say it is a kite and kites only needs adjacent sides are equal. So kites only needs adjacent angles are equal. So in this rhombus, adjacent angles are also equal. Sorry, in a rhombus all the sides are equal, and in kites adjacent sides are only equal. But if I think in this definition of the kites, you can see that this side and this side equal and this side and this sides are equal. So this can be a kite also. But as all the sides are equal, so it is a rhombus. So in this, if you think in this way that rhombuses are kites, so it is always true because all the rhombuses can be kite because kites only needs adjacent sides are equal. Okay. Now question number G. All the parallelograms are trapezium. True. Parallelograms means opposite sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are equal and parallel. This side is equal to this side and this side is parallel to this side. So parallel, opposite sides are parallel and equal. So as opposite sides are parallel, and in trapezium only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So parallelograms can be explained as a trapezium because trapezium needs all the parallelograms are falling in this definition also, because satisfy this definition, because see opposite sides are parallel. Here two opposite sides are parallel, that is extra, but it trapezium needs only one pair of opposite sides parallel, which a parallelogram already has. So you can say that all parallelograms are trapezium. So we can say that it is also true. Next one is all squares are trapeziums. Very good. All squares means all the sides. Square means all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal and parallel. Opposite sides are parallel. In a square, the extra is opposite sides are, all the sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel to each other. And what a trapezium needs? A trapezium needs only one pair of opposite sides parallel, which a square already has one pair of opposite sides parallel. So we can say that all squares are trapeziums. This is also true. Okay. Now come to the next question. And question number 2. Question number 2. Identify all the quadrilaterals that have four sides of equal length. Do you remember? I have given that chart where quadrilaterals, types of quadrilaterals I have given. Then in which definition you have gave, the definition is given that all the four sides are equal? Yes, it is only rhombus and second one is square, where you can say that all the sides are equal. All the sides are equal length. Now, identify all the quadrilaterals that have four right angles. Say, think and say that the answer. Yes, it is rectangle and square. Next question is, now we will do question number 3. Explain how a square is a quadrilateral. I have for understanding here this shape, it is a square. I have drawn a square here. It is a rough sketch of a square. So you can see that all the sides are equal and opposite sides are parallel also. How a square is a quadrilateral? As quadrilateral, definition of quadrilateral is four-sided polygon. Square has four sides also. Square is a four-sided polygon, so it is a quadrilateral. How it is a parallelogram? So square has its opposite sides parallel. It has opposite sides parallel, so it is a parallelogram. Next, how a square is a rhombus? Square is a rhombus because square is a parallelogram. Square is a parallelogram where all the sides are equal. Square is a parallelogram and its all the sides are equal. So it is a rhombus. Next, how square is a rectangle? Square is a parallelogram with each angle right angle. Square is a parallelogram with each angle 90 degree, with each angle 90 degree. So we can say that it is a rectangle. So it is a rectangle. Okay. Now question number 4. Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals bisect each other. You have to write all the name of the quadrilaterals where you have seen that diagonals bisect each other. Do you remember? Yes, it is a parallelogram. Parallelogram. Then you can write rectangle, rhombus, and square. Name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular to each other means making 90 degree. Diagonals are making, when they are intersecting each other, making 90 degree. This is known as perpendicular. So whose diagonals are perpendicular to each other? Rhombus, and square. Now name the quadrilaterals whose diagonals are equal. Yes, it is in rectangle. and square. Now last question for today. Explain why rectangle is a convex quadrilateral. Rectangle is a convex quadrilateral because its diagonals, you know the diagonals, the line joining the non-consecutive sides are known as diagonal. See, its one diagonal is this one and another diagonal is this one. So both the diagonals are interior of the polygon. So it is a convex quadrilateral. As in rectangle, so, answer will be in rectangle. Both the diagonals are interior. Both the diagonals are interior, are in its are interior of the polygon. Interior of the figure, you can write interior of the polygon. So it is a convex polygon. So it is a convex quadrilateral. It has four sides, so it is a quadrilateral. So it is a convex quadrilateral. I hope whatever we have explained today you understood. You have to watch the video and you have to understand. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in the class. Thank you, students.